welcome back to Whisky Wednesday. Another Wednesday, another whisky review with me, Joe. So, this week, before Christmas, I thought I'd get this review in before Christmas, as I'm sure a lot of you out there will be considering buying this for a gift for whisky drinkers. It is the Haig Club, possibly the most talked about whisky product of 2014. Endorsed by David Beckham, footballer, celebrity, sports personality, and general well-known guy, and Simon Fuller, media mogul. I think he was responsible for X Factor. So, celebrity endorsed whisky. There's been a lot of celebrity endorsed drinks, celebrity promoted drinks in the past, but whisky has never really been one of them. So this is kind of almost marks a landmark for whisky, whether that be a good or bad thing. It's a single grain whisky made at the Cameron Brigg distillery, packaged in this rather fancy blue bottle, pour out a gram. Now, I've reviewed some single grain whisky in the past. I'll show you the topper as well. You get a fancy copper bottle cork as well, which is quite heavy duty. Copper relates to the colour, copper relates to the stills, which whisky is distilled in. The bottle itself, thick, chunky, very perfume bottle-like. It's quite a thick bottle, so that's kind of my hand, and it's filling up my hand. But it's quite a sexy bottle. Anyway, Cameron Brigg, single grain whisky. Now, grain whisky is more often than not made from corn. It can also be made from wheat, and grain whisky is used in blends to kind of bulk out the malt, make it a little bit lighter, a little bit sweeter. Now, I have actually reviewed the Cameron Brigg single grain on one of my previous videos. So this whisky comes from exactly the same distillery. It's matured in first fill ex-bourbon barrels and a mixture of refill and rejuvenated American oak barrels. So it's like a mixture of 3 different types of barrel maturation. Bottled at 40%. Available pretty much everywhere you look, supermarkets, whisky shops, whisky specialists, and yeah, everywhere you go you will see Haig Club on the shelves. Obviously got a very, very, very good shelf presence. You can see that a mile off. There's been a big advert with David Beckham on in Scotland, directed by Guy Ritchie. And as I say, it is the most hotly talked about topic product of this year. Colour-wise, just a light gold. I'm presuming there's probably a little bit of caramel colouring in there. It is kind of light, but yeah, I'm guessing there's a little bit of caramel colouring in there. Let's get straight to the nose. And I'm going to try and be as fair as I can, because I know there are some there are some very mixed reviews out there of this product. So I'm going to be as fair as I can. So on the nose. On the nose I get apple, vanilla, kind of a creaminess. On the bottle it says butterscotch, I'd agree with that. Get some butterscotch there. I get the oak, so that kind of light, oaky vanillins. It is light. It's a very light, approachable smell. There's nothing wrong with the smell. Yeah, I mean, there's not. Maybe a little bit nutty, maybe kind of almonds, but not much else. Now remember, and what a lot of people, I think, seem to forget, is that this is a product that is targeted specifically at getting new drinkers into whisky. So it's making the vodka drinkers move on to whisky. And I think from the nose, I can see why, because it's light, it's inoffensive, it's easygoing, So a vodka drinker might choose to drink this because obviously the celebrity endorsement, because of the sexy bottle. And if this is their first whiskey, then from the nose alone, I can see it working. Let's get to the taste. Now, palate-wise, there's not a huge amount to it. It's very, very light, a little bit of buttery, that vanilla comes through again, maybe a little bit of honey. It's not too sweet. There's a kind of a touch of cinnamon in there, maybe a small touch of clove. I think I need another taste. Maybe kind of underripe pears, so kind of pears, apples, that kind of fruitiness going on. Again, a little bit of spice. The finish is quite kind of spicy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's light, it's very, very inoffensive. And another thing they're doing is trying to target it with they're targeting the bartenders as well to kind of make cocktails from it. So it would go well. It would go well as an alternative to gin. So I think this with tonic would work quite well. This instead of gin in a Negroni, which is called a Boulevardier, I think. Touch wood. This is wood. So as an alternative to gin or vodka in a cocktail, I think it would work really well. A nice, interesting twist. Again, as a target audience drink targeted at those vodka drinkers, then I think it's a good product. For someone like me and for kind of real whiskey enthusiasts, whiskey connoisseurs and, whiskey geeks, it's not really targeted at us, if you like, because it's kind of light, it's very inoffensive, there's not a huge amount going on there that will excite me. But it's a well-made drink, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Marks-wise, I'd say a 6.5 out of 10. It's 45 quid a bottle, so it's not the cheapest whiskey, and I think for the money you can get some far better and more interesting whiskies, but that's just me, it's my opinion. 6.5 out of 10. I think it's perfect. What they're doing is right with kind of trying to attract new drinkers into whiskey. And what I hope is that people drink this, enjoy it, and then, they want to try something else. And that's what I'm hoping Diageo want as well. So let me know what you think. If you think I've been too harsh giving it 6.5 out of 10, let me know. Because I only gave, back in my reviews a while back, a couple of years ago, I gave Lefroy the PX finish. I think I gave that a 6 out of 10. And, that's a single malt, it's quite an expensive whiskey. So, it's all personal. It is all just opinion. I'm not saying this is bad, I'm just saying that it's not targeted at people like me, it's not targeted at the kind of real whiskey enthusiasts, it's targeting new drinkers, and I think that's what you've got to remember. I will now go and enjoy this bit of Haig Club, and what the Sound of Well advert is welcome. So yeah, I think it's a good product at what it's trying to do. We'll see what happens in the future. Let me know your thoughts. I'm sure this will be a hotly contested topic over the coming years. Considering Cameron Brig also have a version of their single grain whiskey out, which is about £20. So you can get something from the same distillery for a lot cheaper. So, I will finish there. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you next week. And I think that the next week will be my Christmas review. Thank you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.